Hi, I'm Marilyn San Clemente of Stamp with Marilyn, and welcome to my creative playground. Okay, we just had a little technical difficulty there, and now I should be live again. So let me get my camera set up. I am going to be talking about tonight's paper, the July paper pumpkin, which is strawberries, if you can't tell. And these are the 4 generic cards that go with this. Thank you, you're the best. And it's got the strawberries on the front. Another thank you with green, garden green. Hello, friend, you're the best. And life is sweeter with you. I like that. That's cute too. And then this is the envelopes for the cards. So you could cut this and use some of the envelopes too. So what I have done is I made the 4 generic cards, and then I've cut some pieces up, and then I have also used pieces that I have die cut. So I have 3 card ideas in my head that we'll work on. And one of the things that's really cool about this is the coordinating die set, which is right here. It's called Circle of Seasons dies. It's got a circle. It's got this hello, a leaf, this strawberry. These 3 pieces make up the strawberry, and then the little flower that goes with this set as well. So I've cut out quite a bit, and before we get started, I just want to talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow to Friday is free shipping on orders over $75. So I will be putting an order in, and you are more than welcome to send me an order if you want, or enter an order yourself. And then the other thing I need to talk about is the system, the catalog system. As you know, Stampin' Up! Converted their computer system back in May. And there were a couple of options for customers. Demonstrators, we are no longer allowed to edit customer records. We can't even access your records. We can look at what you've ordered, but that's about it. But we can't access your records. So there's 2 little buttons. I have it on my newsletter today, and I circled things for you. There's an opt-in for rewards, which you definitely want to do because you don't want to lose out on your 10% off. And another opt-in for contacts. And if you are close to me and you come over to my house, or I deliver catalogs to people that are local to me, that's fine. But if you are not local to me and you do not have that contact turned on, I cannot ship you a catalog. I can mail you one after the fact, but you won't get it as part of the catalog shipping process. So I'm encouraging people to go in, look at your Stampin' Up! Account that you have, and make sure that you have opted in for contacts and for the stamping rewards, of course. So, okay, my announcement for tonight. Also, I am working on another virtual Stamp Night class. I got kind of caught up last week. So last week was the virtual scrapbook class that Stampin' Up! Did, and it was 3 days. It was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and because it was a global class, it was from 4 in the afternoon until midnight. So it was 8 hours, those 3 days. So by Friday night, I was so exhausted I couldn't even move. So I did not get a class prepared. I have one in my head. I'm working on it. I started working on it this afternoon. I'm going to finish it tomorrow morning. And so you'll see a class announcement coming out soon with a fun fold card, a new fun fold, or at least new for me. Also, if you have ideas and have thoughts on how I can incorporate scrapbooking into some of my classes, just kind of let me know and tell me what your thoughts are and how you might go about doing it. So, because I am interested in doing that. I started my life as a scrapbooker before I knew what Stampin' Up! Was. And then one of my friends took me to a Stampin' Up! Workshop, and then that was it. I signed up. So the first card I was going to do, I have a piece of real red, and I have scored it at 2 1/8. on each side. So we're going to do a gatefold card. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to put a piece of white on the inside before I start adding things to the outside. So I brought 2 over because I have 2 that are down to the end. So, oh, geez. Okay. And so I have 2 that are down close to the end. So hopefully I'll be able to make it through 3 cards. Okay, there we go. I like that. So what I did was I took the card fronts and I cut the cards apart so that I would have extra. Here we go. Here's the pieces. So these are the 4 patterns that were in this kit. So this kit had 2 of 4 cards, so 8 cards total. Love that. And then just the green. So those are the 4 patterns. So what I did was I made the generic card because I like to do that just to see what it looks like. And then I took the rest of the cards and I cut them in half. So I can use those to make other things. And I think I could probably get about 10 cards out of the actually more than that, I think. Yeah. I should be able to get at least 10 cards out of that. But, okay, so what I've done is I've cut this piece to 2 inches by 5 1/4. And that's for the front. And this is going to be a gatefold. So a gatefold card is a card where it folds evenly on the sides and it meets in the middle. And then it usually has something in the middle, a decoration in the middle or some layers in the middle, whatever, to enhance the card. Okay. So, of course, I had to play with the dies today. So I cut a bunch of these little strawberries out. Aren't they cute? So let's put one of these in here for now. Oops. Oh, here's one. I'm just going to put this kind of along this edge here. And we'll figure out a message in a couple of minutes as we kind of decorate this. So, okay, then what I did was I used the Spotlight of Nature dies, my favorite dies. And when you're doing a gatefold, you only want to attach the pieces to one side so that you can fold the card up. You know, open it up. Open it up and fold it up. So I'm going to do this. My thought is to do that, and then to put one over here. And maybe what I'll do is I'll attach that on this side and these 2 on this side. That'll be pretty. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just applying the tape to one side. So I'm going to line that one up on the bottom. And I'm not exactly lining it up in the middle. I'm lining it a little bit over. And same with this. I'm going to line that one up on the top. Okay, and I'm lining that up over a little bit. And then this one, I'm going to put on this side. I think I'll do that. And this is one of the pieces that came in the kit. In the kit, there were 2 pieces that look like this, where the strawberries are still on the plant. And so my thought was to cut a couple of pieces off of this. I can use this in a few different ways. And I'll take this one. And then I'll use the other pieces in a bit. So I'm going to use those to decorate over here. And probably what I should have done was I'm going to pull this off for a minute. It will stick back on again. Okay, that's the good part about seal, if you get to it quickly. Okay, so I'm just going to put that there. And then maybe put this one down here. Like this. That's pretty. Let me attach these. I am decorating on the fly. Okay. Put this up here. There we go. Let's attach this back again. Like that. These are the stamps. So there's a strawberry stamp with a leaf. There's a hello friend. Life is sweeter with you. Love you lots. Thank you. A couple of little flowers, and then the greens for the strawberry. And then there's also one more called You're the Best. So my thought was, if I put a thank you on here, whoops, thank you on there, and then maybe we can stamp a couple of strawberries also. The kit comes with a garden green, and I brought over a real red that I have. You can tell it's well used and loved. So let's put the thank you there. And let's grab the strawberry. And then I'll grab the green as well. Okay. Actually, I don't think there's a green to stamp, now that I think about it. I'm a morning person, if you can't tell. Okay, I'm just going to cut 3 for now. So I need the strawberry die and I need this die. Okay, this will just take a minute. Where'd it go? Okay. So now I want to put some of these down here. I don't know, should I put 2 down here next to each other? Or should I put 1 down here? Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, or 1 up here. And so let me do that. Okay, so let me glue these together. And then on the inside, we have this. And let's see, we already said thank you. Ah, I like this. Life is sweeter with you. Then if you wanted to get really fancy, we could use the strawberry. Oop. Just do a few over here. There we go. Okay, so there is card 1. Oops. Gotta close it here. There we go. Got it. I'm going to do card number 2. I have a piece of basic white that I am scoring at 4 1/4. There we go. And my plan was to attach this. Okay, so I want to cut this down to 4 inches wide. Same thing with this. And I'm going to cut them to 4 inches. Okay, and this is going to go on top. Okay, like that. There we go. And I didn't show you the other pieces that are part of this kit. So we had this, which had more things off of it. We have a couple of vellum pieces that are cut with a scallop die. We have these, and we have another couple of pieces cut with scallop dies. And then we have this, which is good for the friend saying, hello friend saying. And then we have a whole bunch of little independent strawberries. Oh, here's another piece of vellum. Some other independent strawberries, and then some very large pink ones. And so there's 3 different sizes of strawberries here. There's some small ones, and then these medium ones, and then a couple of very large ones. Not quite too wide. Okay, there's 1 3/4, so that would be half. So about 7/8 would be the middle on that. Okay, this is going to go like this. And then I'll just need a little piece here. Oops, see if I can. Oh, look at that. Wow. Talk about lining up. That really lines up. Okay. Maybe it isn't such a bad day. I've been fighting with computer technology today. So I upgraded my computer because my old one had run out of memory, and I kept getting memory issues, and I couldn't edit videos and all of that good stuff. And so I use a piece of software to edit videos called ScreenFlow, and worked fine. I've been using it since 2002 is what my contract says. And because I had to load it on my new computer, and I loaded it on my new computer and it won't open. I'm like, that's really bizarre. So I was talking to one of my demo friends, and she also uses ScreenFlow. And so we went out and we looked at the site, and my new Mac has the new Apple chips in it, and ScreenFlow does not work with the Apple chips yet. So I need to call tomorrow and find out if they're planning on updating it to use it with the Apple chips or whatever. I kept my other computer, so I could take everything off of that computer so that it's only using ScreenFlow, and then it should be okay, because then it would have enough memory. And I don't need everything on 2 computers. So should I put that there? That's cool. So I made a video, long story short, I made a video of the scrapbook that we put together last week. It is 12 2-page spreads, so it's 24 pages. Made the video, haven't been able to edit it. It's a 15-minute video, so it won't take long to edit and load. But I spent most of my time trying to figure out what was going on with it instead. Okay, let's use, should I use red or the green? I'm going to use the green on this one. Okay, so this is the Hello Friend. Work. Actually, this will hide. That can hide that. So if I put that there, what if I put the big pink one down on the bottom? Here's this cute little basket. So what I did was I copied it on this paper and cut out a couple. So I have a couple of extras. So let's use one of these and let's fill this with fruit. We'll use some dimensionals on it. Okay, let's put that there, like that. And then should we put something up here? I could. And down here, I want to put, "You're the best." I'll do that with the green. There we go. Put that across there. There we go. All right. And let's see. What should we do on the inside? I have this that we can run across the bottom. Where'd my extra pieces go? Here we go. Okay. Put this across the bottom. There you go. Okay, 2 cards down. I have to decide if I'm going to use white or red here. So what I'm going to do was I cut a bunch of pieces that are 1 inch by 4 inch I took one of each of the card fronts and cut these 1 inch pieces. So my thought was to do something fun with it like this. We'll start up here. Okay, I'm just going to trim this a little bit on the sides because I got a little bit hanging over. I would rather have a little bit hanging over that I can trim off than have it just a little bit too short. So, okay, I think that's good. Now, should we put this on a piece of red? Or should we put this on a piece of white card base? A white card base or a red card base? I think the red card base. Or actually, maybe the green. We haven't done anything with that green one. If I trim that down a little bit, you can just see the white. There we go. And then put this on. I can also trim that down. I'm going to trim just a little bit off of this. Okay. Oh, I like that. Okay. I will put something here to hide that. 95% of the time you can hide mistakes, or not mistakes, but boo-boos or errors, things that you don't mean to happen. This is a cute kit. Actually, there is this morning, as of this morning, there were still refills of this kit available. I don't know if that's the case now. I have not looked since this morning, but I was looking at the inventory status report this morning, and they were not on there, and they were showing up in the online store. So if you like these and you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, then you can get one. Okay, so I cut out a couple of these. One is hugs. The other one's hello. Actually, I think what I might do is put the hello up there. There we go. And then, what if I put the hello up here? Or should I put it in the middle? Actually, I think I'll put it in the middle. There we go. I like that. Okay, what else does it need? Let me see what I have for these strawberry slush. I have these strawberry slush pearls, and then I have these pearls. Some of those might go with that. And then, what do I want to do with the inside? Okay. What if I do a piece of this? Yeah, I'll cut half an inch off of that and put that on the inside. And we also could put one of these down here. Now I want some strawberries, and I just went to the grocery store. I don't think I bought strawberries. I bought everything but. Okay, so there are 3 alternative cards. I feel like I'm on a roll tonight with this. And, I wanted to stamp a message in this one. That's right. So what were the messages? The messages were, thank you. Life is sweeter. I'm going to do that again. I like that. That's a good message. Okay. Now, where did I put these? What if I put some of these strawberry slush? Embellishments down here. There we go. So thank you so much for stopping by tonight and checking out my cards. As you can see, I still have a lot of stuff left, so I could do quite a bit more. if I get the time, I will do that. And don't forget that tomorrow starts free shipping. And this is in my email. It's also out on my website. So you can just click here and it will take you to the link to shop on my store. So one flower right to the right. Oh, I like that. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Where'd I put my flowers? I just had them in my hand. Here they are. There's one. That's a really good idea. Okay. There we go. So I do really like these. Definitely fun cards. Okay. So once again, if you're not on my mailing list, go out to stampwithmarilyn.com and you can sign up. I send out an email each week. It has ideas in it. It also has whatever's happening. So today I talked about the free shipping that starts tomorrow, and then also the need to opt in if you want to receive your catalog if you're not local to me. So, okay, have a great rest of the week. Take care.